Was there a point for you not to go the same way as your mother as an actress regarding what your mother had difficulties in her career?
It's interesting that you asked that because there's a film that Sienna Miller has just done, and it's called The Girl, and it's for HBO, and I think it's coming out very soon. But it's the story of my mom and Hitchcock.
Really?
Yeah. And I went with her to see this, and I was just shocked. I mean, she never told me what happened to her really with Hitchcock, because he was so profane and so awful to her. And at the same time, you know, he was giving her this career and giving her movies and this stardom, but he was like always trying to get her in bed, and he would say these horrible rhyming slang things. I mean, it was really rough. It was really, really rough. And I hope everybody sees it, because then people will understand, because he really blackballed her in the business when she left him. You know, he ruined her career.
A very long shadow.
Yeah, and now, I mean, she's 82 now, and she's so cute. She's so beautiful and amazingly alive, and she lives with 70 lions. I mean, she's pretty incredible, of course. But it's great to see her finally be acknowledged, you know, for what she went through.
You influenced your daughter Dakota to become an actress. Why did she also become an actress? Since you think it was right. And Stella also.
No, Stella says she doesn't want to become an actress. Dakota is a force. She is my 22-year-old, very strong, very beautiful child, daughter, woman, actress. I mean, she does exactly what she wants to do, and I mean, she has her father too, you know, so she's seen a good balance between Antonio, Dawn, myself, in watching how we all deal with our craft and our careers separately, and I think she's going to be better than all of us at it. She's really good. She's a really good actress. Stella, she doesn't know yet, and she doesn't have to. She's 15. She has time. She's really, really smart. She can do anything.
So as part of the tribute we are paying to you at this festival, we only could choose 4 films. I wished we could have shown more of your films, all of your films probably, but among the films that can be seen here are Something Wild by Jonathan Demme,
Yeah, that's
also
one of my
favorites, and Stormy Monday by Mike Figgis.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned those two because we had retrospectives both for Jonathan Demme and for Mike Figgis.
Right.
So perhaps you can share a few memories of those two
Of
films.
Jonathan and Mike. Jonathan came to me when I was pregnant with Alexander, with my first child, and he sent me the script of Something Wild, and it was so great, and I wanted to get the movie so badly, and then I met with him, and he was like, no, the movie's yours. It was just like a miracle that happened, and we shot it in sequence, which is rare and really wonderful, and he was it was the most magical shoot, you know. It was just like sometimes you have those memories in your life or those experiences where everything just works great, and it's just a short amount of time, but it's enough to last your whole life, you know. That was Jonathan, and Mike Figgis, I think he's a wonderful man and a wonderful filmmaker, and I wish he made more movies now. But Tommy Lee Jones and Sean Bean and Sting, that wasn't bad. I mean, I had a really great time working with them. And Sting, I'm really good friends still with Sting and Trudy, his wife. And Sean Bean I haven't seen for a while, and Tommy Lee I haven't seen either. But that movie was one of those ones that's kind of like The Grief Tourist. Like nobody knew what Stormy Monday was going to turn out to be, and it turned out to be a very interesting film.
Yes.
And I think you guys haven't seen The Grief Tourist yet, have you, or no?
It will be the world premiere tonight of the film The Grief Tourist. I'm very happy that the director of the film is also here. Suri Krishnama, he's in the audience somewhere. Yes,
there he is, right there. This movie, The Grief Tourist, I think it's really amazing. When Antonio and I saw it, well, I like to think of how Antonio reacted to it, because I don't think I can be that fair of a judge when I'm in it. But Antonio loved it. He thought it was one of the greatest movies he's ever seen. And it is. I think it is too, Suri. It's awesome, you guys. You did a great job putting it all together. And Frank John Hughes, who wrote it, is a brilliant writer. And it's funny because he writes the darkest movies, the most fucked up movies. That's what he does all the time. And he's like the happiest man. He's isn't he, Suri? I mean, his marriage, he's been married for like 25 years and they're madly in love. And it's just so bizarre. I guess that's a good way to work life. You know, if you want to get all your nasty thoughts and things out, you can write them down in a story, and then you don't have to act on them in real life.
But he's also an actor, isn't he?
Yeah, and really a very good one, really good one.
Yeah. So maybe that's part of his quality as a writer when he writes for film, that he knows what actors like.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
maybe, perhaps.
Perhaps.
But also, Suri directed it in a way that was extraordinary.
Further questions from the audience?
What was it like Ford?
Harrison Ford? Not bad. Not bad at all. Very nice, actually.
So, how was it to be working with the German director of photography, Michael Ballhaus?
Great. He was great. Really great.
What do you think about motion picture and 3D? Do you think that one day this will become threat for actors?
Motion picture in 3D?
Become what?
Motion capture.
Motion capture, whether you think this will be the future?
That's what I'm asking her. Do you think that this is becoming the future, so that acting becomes more getting the past? Or
I don't know, some people say that. I mean,
actors and actresses.
say that again?
Do you think that this is no threat, or do you think that it's...
I don't think that's a threat. I think that the way the movie business has gone and become more of a money-making thing as opposed to art, that's the scary part. I think that's more dangerous for actors. Sure. I mean, the 3D things, that they'll make a lot of money, you know? I mean, my husband is in those big ones, you know, like Puss in Boots and Shrek and all those things, but it's kind of sad. And I hope that there's a resurgence of films that were like the films in the 70s, you know, that were really gritty and told great stories, and they looked beautiful and different, and it was an art then. I think that a lot of the films that are done now are fast and furious and really stupid and really badly written.
You will have another opportunity to meet Melanie Griffith in person later tonight for the world premiere at 11 p.m. at the Ari Cinema. So thank you very much.